I'm Selena.
And I'm Kristen.
And today we're just gonna do like a talkie video about our journey to the West Coast.
So we're in California now.
Yeah, and it's weird because it doesn't feel real, kind of, because
It still feels like a vacation right now.
like we've never left the East Coast, especially not you. We drove here from New Jersey, so we literally went from coast to coast. It's like we were like, I don't know, it's not like we were in like the central and we drove like 4,000 miles. I mean, I didn't drive because I don't have a license, but I was there.
It was mostly your brother, if I'm being honest.
You drove scary parts.
I drove the scariest parts and I didn't care.
I cared a lot.
Yeah,
I
that's why
was
you were
scared.
asleep. Okay, so we went from Jersey to Pennsylvania.
We went from Jersey to Pennsylvania and drove, I don't remember everywhere we drove through. Oh, we literally went to Ohio after that. West Virginia was there too, but it was like...
It was like half an hour. I was asleep during that.
We stayed in Ohio that night. You know, that was our first time in Ohio, because like I said, we never left the East Coast. It was literally, we've been up and down the coast, like, you've been to Florida, I've been to Florida. I think the furthest north we've been is New York. So we went to Ohio, and you drove like, for like 2 hours that day. It was like, all my brother. And my mom drove. She's the one that drove us through Ohio, I think. Stayed in Springfield, Ohio. And everything looked the same. Like, it didn't look like we left. Well, except for the fact that there was mountains. It looked like we didn't get out of Pennsylvania because everything was just literally mountains.
It changed when we got to the desert.
Yeah, basically. Well, when we got to, like, Missouri and stuff, it changed fields. No, that's not true. When we got to, like, Illinois or Indiana, it changed to, like, fields.
But
like,
after that, it all looked the same.
Yeah, it was like, after that we went through Indiana and then Illinois and then we went to Missouri, and it was like fields upon fields. The only thing that was different in Missouri was the arch, which nobody knew was there. Out of the 5 of us who knew the arch existed, we didn't know it was in St. Louis. Louis. We didn't stop in Missouri because we didn't want to die.
Mom and Dad drove right through. We stopped for gas like once.
We stopped for gas once, and then when we got to the very end of Missouri, like 30 minutes out, we stopped at Chick-fil-A. We stayed in Oklahoma City, which was a little sketchy. But the hotels we stayed in, or motels, were actually not bad.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't...
Well, the second night was a little sketchy.
It was a little sketchy because there was a freaking killer on the loose. Like...
Well, I was pissing myself when it came on, so...
Yeah, it was like, she had to take her dog out. But the city was sketchy. I'm sorry you live in Oklahoma, but it was a little sketchy.
The area that we were in.
Yeah, it was a little sketchy. There was just like, I don't know.
It doesn't help that like we were watching the news and it was
and
killer alert. Like
it was like there's a drive-by shooter on the loose, and she was about to go outside by herself, and I was like, uh-oh. And then we laughed for like 20 minutes.
I was like actually pissed myself. I don't even remember why.
We were just tired. It was like 10 or 11 at night. We were all really tired, especially since I think the time went back. So it was later in Jersey, which was where we were used to it being. It was only like an hour later, but still, it's an hour that counts. For some reason, my brother found the fact that she didn't have a bra on really funny.
It was really cold.
Yeah.
So it was really like
obvious.
They are loud and proud.
Loud and proud.
After we stayed in Oklahoma, we went through
Texas.
The
little
New Mexico.
The little and New Mexico, which when we got to New Mexico, it like changed, and like since we're from the east, we've never seen like the mesa and like the desert.
Yeah.
So it was really cool until we got to Arizona and nothing changed. But she drove through the mountains in like Arizona, and it was the scariest night.
We drove.
It was like 8 o'clock at night and it was pitch black on a mountain that had like 2 guardrails. What's that about? No guardrails in the West Coast.
And it was so steep.
Yeah.
Like, her dad was so good at driving, like he knows how to slow down properly without pushing on the brakes, but we were on the mountain and he had to press on the brakes and it was scary.
Yeah, even my dad was scared. My dad doesn't scare easily. You said you didn't care if you died, and I was like, well, you got 2 other people in the car, so you better start caring.
I was anxious because I had anxiety in general.
I just fell asleep because I was like, at least if we die, I don't realize it, and I just die in my sleep. I'm really glad you didn't kill us.
I was really anxious mostly because of the semis. Because I don't really like, especially on a mountain, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were all like zooming down the mountain.
Yeah, they were all like, let me just pass you.
Yeah,
like,
zippy turns and steep mountainous.
And then the one behind us didn't go to the brake check.
Yeah,
area.
the brake check.
And I was like, okay, just fuck us, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so if he just kept rolling, we would have rolled with him because he would.
what?
I got a pressed coin.
After Arizona,
We went to
we went
California.
to California.
And it was a straight ride, and we stopped like 18 times, but we got home at like 4 because the clock went back again.
So now we're 3 hours.
Yeah, we're 3 hours behind, and it's weird.
It's pretty.
It is. It's a lot different. There were a lot more mountains that still didn't have any freaking guardrails, and I question why.
Like, to get to, like, Ross or Target or wherever we need to go, there's a mountain that we have to go through, and there's no guardrails, and
No,
so I get
and-
nervous the whole time.
The mountain is like this.
Yeah,
The
so
turns.
you feel like Speed Racer when you're on
Yeah, it's like a racetrack, and I don't like.
I mean, the speed limit's only like 30 to 40 there, but
It
it's
feels like it's a lot
still,
faster.
like, it's still, like, that's a pretty high speed limit for a mountain.
My legs tense up so bad when you do that. Like, she was driving it yesterday. That was the first time we drove it, and I was just like, it was
I mean,
very
it
long.
was,
It was an experience,
Yeah.
and it had parts where it was like really fun, but there was also times where we just all wanted to die because we just wanted to get to the hotel. The last hotel we stayed in was really gross.
it was kind of shifty.
It was owned by a bunch of old ladies, so like I understand why it was so crap, but yeah,
I mean, there's definitely worse.
yeah, that's definitely.
I'm always, like, really grossed out by staying in hotels because
so
of, like, bed
Other
bugs
people?
and other people. And when we stayed in that one hotel and Sunny had jumped up and there was something on the pillow, I was like, fuck no, I'm sleeping on the ground. Like, I
It
would
was
rather...
it was from the dog. The dogs had just went out and then they jumped on the bed, so their muddy feet were all over the place. I feel really bad for the cats. Our cats.
I
had
mean,
this-
they're chilling now, so...
Yeah, but it's back.
I think they all like it. It's kind of warm here to us.
Yeah,
Everyone
we had
is
the
wearing fucking winter coats
Yeah.
and gloves and scarves.
and we had the windows down
And we
yesterday.
had the windows down. We'll have to make a video, like a room tour video when we have
Yeah.
it set up.
Right now, our room isn't together.
Like,
because-
literally, what you're, like, seeing is the same over there. That's
yeah,
it.
We're just on.
It's just two
that
beds.
bed. Hello, little boy, come here. Come here.
No, Sonny.
It's like a horror movie.
Did you like to drive here?
They absolutely didn't. They slept the whole, like most of the time.
Well,
My-
Edgar isn't, like, a nervous car dog.
Yeah, my dog
If
hated
he
it.
got nervous.
When our room is finally put together, we'll definitely do a little show around of it. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for now. I don't suggest it. No, I'm kidding. I do suggest if you ever have the chance to drive across country, you should do it.
But take your time. Like,
Take your
make
time.
it fun.
Yeah, we could have made it fun if we didn't get screwed over. Yeah, we'll probably start making vlogs a lot more because I feel like we're gonna do a lot more things because there's more things to do here than when we lived in Jersey.
Yeah.
Because we had done everything before.
Yeah. So everything here is new to us, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be new videos for you.
We'll see you in another video.